All right, we are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today, I believe it worked. Did it work? It did. We are live on Picks and Parleys and on Earle Sports. I forgot to close the bathroom door. All right. But we are live now today on the Earle Sports Bets YouTube channel, on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel, along with ESB on Twitch, Picks and Parleys, and my personal Twitter account, and me on Kick. Also, we're still live on TikTok every single day on the Earle Sports Bets TikTok, so make sure you guys are checking that out as well. So we're live all over the place, and hopefully we can have another good day in the MLB. We also have an NFL game that we'll talk about in the NFC West. Before we jump into it, let's go ahead and look back at yesterday's card in the MLB. See how we did. We started off the day really, really good. We had the Cleveland Guardians on the run line, and that was a nice plus 178 area. And that was actually no, I can't go back on that one. That was a nice plus money winner there, along with who was pitching yesterday for Cleveland. We had Cleveland's pitcher team strikeouts. Tanner Bybee. We had Tanner Bybee strikeouts, which also got there. So 2-0 day start to the day. It quickly plateaued because we had the over and Kyle Tucker bases in the Chicago Cubs game. Neither of them got there. That was a 3-0 win for the Padres. We then moved on to the Yankee game. Yankees and the Red Sox. We're good? Okay. Yankees and Red Sox. The Red Sox money line did not get there, but we also had Alex Bregman for a walk. He got there. That was plus 135. And unfortunately, Aaron Judge only struck out once. I had him strike out twice yesterday. That would have been nice, plus 195. Didn't quite get there. We go to the final game of the day, which was the Reds and the Dodgers, where I had Tommy Edman over his bases. Unfortunately, Tommy Edman did not start, so that one was a void. We had Ohtani to walk, which he did not. And then we had the Dodger run line, which did get there. So yesterday, after all of that stuff, we were up 0.05 units. Profitable day, we're up $5 on a $100 bettors. So hopefully today we can have a true profitable day, and we'll go from there. By the way, we have both. I'm going to be going back and forth between. I do have my phone set up for TikTok, so I will be going through that chat along with both y'all's chats. So we'll do that. What's up, Stop Geo? And will it be amazing for Earle to knock out the Yanks? That would be great. That would be great. Although I did not bet the Red Sox today, so hopefully that will mean that they win. What's your TikTok? I'm going to put that in the chat. It's just Earle Sports Bets on TikTok, but it's right there. There you go. But there, boom. But we will start off in the NFL today, which we've had a little bit of a line movement in this game. We got the Niners and the Rams. The Rams are an 8.5-point favorites with a total of 44 in this game. And we've seen this line go from 3.5 to 8.5. And the main reason why Brock Purdy is going to be out, and I believe Purcell is going to be out for the Niners. So we've got two bigger players for the Niners out, but does that warrant it going from a 3.5 to 8.5? Yeah, I guess Purcell is one of your big wide receivers, but you still got other weapons. And you go from Brock Purdy to Mac Jones. I don't really see that as that big of a downgrade. So I'm not really overly worried about that one. So we'll go from there. Well, let me just. Sorry, I was in a Slack chat for that stuff. Cool. But we've got, I just don't think that the line should be this wide. Over a touchdown seems a little bit crazy. I am going to be on the Niners tonight. I did take the Niners plus 8.5. Once it got up to that number, I like to fade the injury report because I think we're going to see something similar that I want to take the Baltimore Ravens this weekend probably as well. With Lamar going out, that line goes from minus 3.5 to them as a dog. So I'm probably going to be interested in that as well. But whenever I view it from 3.5 to 8.5, actually, sorry, from 3 to 8.5, I think the line's moved a little bit too much. Give me the San Francisco 49ers. We're going to take them plus the 8.5 versus the Rams in Thursday Night Football. Hey, brother, what's up, Robert? Robert, we're what, 5 days away? We're 5 days away from having some hockey on the channel. And Robert, I will say, if there's any days that you want to come on the stream and do hockey with me, I will 100% get you in there. So, Christian McCaffrey touchdown, Devontae Adams touchdown, Puka Nacua over receiving yards, Puka Nacua over receptions. I don't hate it. I don't hate that, Robert. Granted, I'd want more from the 49ers, but I don't hate that. A couple people in the TikTok chat. One person asked, Cubs pitcher for over 10.5 pitcher outs. I would say under. Just because I'm expecting some short leashes today, especially if they get a little bit in trouble. One person's asking, favorite player prop. Go Slade Cacconi for 3.5 strikeouts. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Yanks or Sox tonight? Who wins? I'm hoping it's the Sox. Phillies are going to smoke the Dodgers bullpen. I still think the Dodgers win that series. But we'll talk about the Dodgers series. I think that starts on what? Saturday? I want to say that starts Saturday. Yeah. That'll be Saturday. It's not 4 a.m., that's for sure. But we'll start off with the Tigers and the Guardians. The Guardians at minus 125 now, with a total of 7. Jack Flaherty taking on Slade Cacconi. Flaherty this year has not been the consistent pitcher that they were hoping for. Because I can guarantee you when they signed him, they did not want a 4.64 ERA and 31 starts. Although the 31 starts is good. The 8-15 record is not. 161 innings pitched, 188 strikeouts. So at least his strikeout numbers are up. But I could easily see Flaherty being a quick pull in this one. On the opposite side, you got Slade Cacconi, which could be like a 3-inning guy, 4-inning guy too. But 23 starts this year, a 7-7 record with a 4.3 ERA, 132 innings pitched, 109 strikeouts. I did take Slade Cacconi's over his strikeouts. Even with the short lease, he only needs to get 4, and that's minus 120. He only needs to get 4, and the way I viewed it, the Tigers are still striking out at a 24.5% clip versus right-handed pitching. So I see that one as I could definitely see some strikeouts from Cacconi still. I also do have the Cleveland Guardians. I got the Cleveland Guardians yesterday at minus 110. Once again, another like line that I kind of you bet early, you get a good line movement. I like it. I'm on the Guardians as well in this one. I was on guard ball to win the series, so I'm going to continue to ride that. In terms of a total, I feel like this one could be your over game, although yesterday was also an over game because it went from it was a 6.5 and it finished 6-1. But I could see this one as more of your higher scoring game as well. I could see some higher scoring games in general, and we'll talk about the next 2 games for game number 3s. Morris in the TikTok chat's asking, bruh, is this guy profitable every week? For the most part. I've been doing well for a while. Baseball was good this year, so yeah, I would say so. And then to the YouTube chat, Tigers money line. I picked them to win the series. That's fair. I was just on the Guardians the entire series. So if anything, you got a better number this morning. You can get plus money on them now when they're even money, or pick them yesterday. Just placed a Cubs Red Sox leg. Well, we're going to go ahead and transition over to that Padres-Cubs game. It's a pick'em with a total of 7.5 in this one. You got Yu Darvish taking on Jameson Taillon. Yu Darvish this year has been very, very inconsistent and a little bit scary if you're the Padres having him as your Game 3 starter. 15 starts this year, a 5-5 record with a 5.38 ERA and 72 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, 19 walks, 68 strikeouts. He's just been very inconsistent. On the opposite side, you got Jamison Taillon, who's pitching to a 3.7 ERA in 23 starts, almost 130 innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 98 strikeouts. So you got two pitchers that, although Jamison Taillon has the pitching advantage, I would probably lean towards the Cubbies at this point in this one. I personally am going to take the over in this game. I do not trust Yu Darvish. I do not trust Jamison Taillon in a playoff game. I think both of them are going to get hit. We've seen two games that were 3-1 and 3-0. Yeah, I think you're going to get at least one over in this one, and I think Yu Darvish and Jamison Taillon could easily be that over. So I took over 7.5. I also took a player prop in this one, and that's going to be Mr. Manny Machado. I think he's going to be able to do something against Jamison Taillon. He's been hot to end the year, and I think you're going to continue to see a hot bat from him. His total basis prop is plus 110. So I'm going to be taking Manny Machado over 1.5 total bases and the over 7.5. Cubs money line. Frogers can't hit. It's been very inconsistent with the hitting. There's been a total of 7 runs scored in 2 games. So Seiya Suzuki has been on fire, hitting bombs. I don't hate that one. I don't hate Suzuki. I was looking at him. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. I went for Manny Machado instead. So we got one more game. I know it's a little bit of a quicker stream, and that's fine. We're gonna have a little bit of quicker streams because it's just playoffs right now, and we're a couple days away from starting hockey. And eventually, those will be a little bit longer shows, and then we'll start NBA up later on in the month. So we're gonna get longer shows, but right now there's only 3 baseball games a day, 3 to 4, and soon we're gonna get even less. So right now we're kind of just in that quick show period, but we'll end the card with the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. We got minus 150 on the Yankees with a total of 7.5. We got Earle taking on Schitler. And we've got 2 rookie pitchers making the biggest starts of their career. You've got Earle's made 4 starts, 2.33 ERA and 19 1/3 innings pitched, only 5 earned runs and 29 strikeouts. His strikeout numbers have been insane. On the opposite side, you got Cam Schitler, who has pitched 14 times this year to a 4-3 record and a 2.96. So both of them have been very consistent pitching-wise. It's just, do we trust them enough in playoffs in the highest stress scenario? And the answer is no. That's why I'm taking another over in this game, over 7.5. I can see both of them getting tagged up and runs coming in on this one. Last night we saw a 4-3 game. We saw a 3-1 game. So we've seen 2 unders so far. I think this one, once again, is going to be another one of your overs. A lot of people are seeing wild card games go under. I believe only the Dodger series and then game 2 of the Guardian series have gone over. I'm taking 2 overs today. Red Sox, Yankees over the total of 7.5. And, of course, I wanted to add a player prop into that. And we're going to be grabbing Mr. Alex Bregman over his bases at plus 135. I just like the spot for it. He's been consistent all year. Whenever he's pitching, whenever he's hitting, you're getting success from the Red Sox. So I do expect Alex Bregman in this one to have a big hit as well. So we're going to end our card with the over in the Red Sox game and Bregman over his bases. Best MLB game for last. Well, it depends on who wins the game, if it's the best one for last, because if the Red Sox win, then yes, it is. If the Yankees win, then no, it's not. Red Sox money line. Yeah, I'm not going to talk you off of it. Just hit a grounder to Volpe. You're on base every time, right? And then somebody in the chat said, do you like Jack Flaherty over Adams? No, I do not. No, I do not. And then G in the chat saying, you were right about Gavin Williams' case. That's day, but Tigers smacked. Tigers did win that game, but I got my strikeout prop, so I kind of broke even on that one. That is all of the games for today. If you guys have not checked out the YouTube channels, we're live on Earle Sports Bets and we're live on Picks and Parleys. So make sure you guys are subscribed to both of those channels. If you guys have not checked out the TikTok, I'm going to put that one in the chat again. Make sure you guys are following Earle Sports Bets on TikTok as well. We're trying to grow the TikTok fan base. It's been going consistently, and I've been loving to see it. Good chats in the TikTok chat. I do appreciate you guys there. I do appreciate everybody there in the YouTube chat as well. It's kind of nice to see the fan base grow again. Fontaine asks, what projection apps do you use? Personally, when I'm looking at baseball games, I look at Fangraphs. I look at MLB for player props. I look at VSiN for money movement and stuff. So I look at a bunch of different sites. The Reds never stood a chance. I said that from the very beginning. And I know a lot of people were crapping on it, but and I was right. Although it was 18-9, I was kind of saying 15-4. I was close. Anyways, I kind of knew that the Reds Dodgers series was not going to last long. Any info? What do you mean any info, Zion? Any info behind Slade 3.5 strikeouts? The Detroit Tigers have the third highest strikeout rate against right-handed pitching in the MLB. The only teams that had higher strikeout rates were the Colorado Rockies and the LA Angels. So, and not to mention, I was on Gavin and I was on Bybee strikeouts, and both of them hit. This one's only a 3.5. Even if he goes 4 innings, I think he could hit it. So, I like Slade Cecconi tonight. Yes. College football, Sam Houston State. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one here on Picks and Parleys and on Earle Sports Bets. We'll see you guys then.